Well, hello everybody and welcome to Brands Hatch. It's the BCV8 Championship qualifying live. How good is it to see these thunderous V8s roaring around Brands Hatch? Oh my word, it sounds absolutely incredible. What a day we've got. The sun is shining. There's a bit of a windy breeze up here, but nobody cares about that. We're back racing in 2021. It's Ian Waterhouse here from my supercar. We're going to take you through all of the qualifying action for the BCV8s, and of course straight after we're going to bring you the Midget and Sprite Challenge qualifying session as well, so do not go anywhere. How good is it to be back in action, and these V8s are thumping around the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, 1.2 miles of pure tarmac heaven. And I can see going up to Druids now is the 2020 champion, Ollie Neves, the outright champion, Class D winner, Ollie Neves. Remember, there's a number of classes for the BCV8 Championship, 4 classes in total, Class AB, Class B, Class C, and Class D. And we're going to keep you abreast of all of the action. 2 races to bring you this afternoon as well. The first one getting underway at 2:45. And then we'll bring you the final race of the day at 5:35 for the BCV8 Championship. We were running a little bit ahead of steam. Is that Simon Cripps down there? He's got his hand out of the car window there. Has he got a bit of a problem? He's going incredibly slowly as well. He's just very sensible, letting everybody know. Oh, huge crash. Oh, my word. Turn to the right, Leon. Turn to the right. To the right, Leon. To the right. There's a car down there. Car number 172. Massive crash in qualifying. It looked like it's Simon Cripps down there. He was going left. Then he swerved back onto the racing line, and we've got double waved yellows. Huge drama here at qualifying. I hope the guys are okay. My word, it's Cripps there, had his hand out. Obviously a problem with the car. Moved over to the left, and it looked like, to be fair, it didn't sort of come back quite quickly there as well. We did catch it on camera as well. You saw that. You can have a little look back at that. Wow, drama here for qualifying, and Cripps is not a happy man, I could tell you that, and I imagine down the bottom not too happy either. We'll see if we can grab a word. The safety car is out already. It is Fowler who's on provisional pole position at the minute. Car number 86, McCarthy in second. 56.006 for Fowler, by the way. McCarthy's done at 56.215. Then Ollie Neves, the 2020 champion, in third at the minute. We've got Wheeler in car number 199 in fourth. Ian Pryor in fifth. Young in sixth. Brian in seventh. Greenwood in eighth. Then we've got the other Wheeler, of course, we've got James and Johnny Wheeler, both racing here today. Tovey in 10th, Wells in 11th, Luff in 12th, Mackay in 13th, Wardle in 14th, Watt in 15th, McAngus in 16th. Of course, Russ McAngus, the Class A B champion of 2020, currently running 16th, Samuels in 17th. We've got Linfield in 18th, Tinkler in 19th, and it was Simon Cripps and Lillington who had that incident down on the Cooper Straight. Cripps was going incredibly slowly, did have his hand out the window to warn everybody, moved over to the left, but it looks like he cut back actually onto the racing line, and Lillington had nowhere to go, but unfortunately into Cripps. Very unfortunate incident here. So we do have the safety car out qualifying for the BCV8 Championship. Oh my word. Huge drama we perhaps weren't expecting. Sean Holmes has commented saying that's a shame, hope the boys can get them back out. Yeah, we certainly hope so. And again, please do like, comment and share. We can see the comments. Head over to my supercar or head over to the BCV8 Championship or the MG Car Club on Facebook if that's where you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, we are live on Live Sport Now and my supercar as well. So please do leave comments. We can see them. And we'll read them out as and when we can. So wow, high drama for qualifying. We perhaps weren't expecting that, were we? Wow. So we will catch up with the guys as well. Like I said, the first race of the day doesn't get underway until 2:45 this afternoon. We are going to bring you exclusive behind-the-scenes coverage as well. We're going to go down into the paddock, bring you closer to the action than anybody else does and can. We're going to go interview the drivers, excuse me, get a closer look at the cars, let you know what it's like inside the paddock. We'll have a word with Simon Cripps as well. See, we grab a word with Lillington and just sort of find out a little bit more as to what happened during this qualifying session as well. High drama indeed. We've got green flags down the start-finish line. It's a safety car gone in. We're still going, but Lillington's car is literally right on the straight. I don't think they're going to remove it either. I think they're going to leave it there. It looks that looks a bit of a risky manoeuvre, if you ask me. We do have green flags. Qualifying is back underway. Is anybody going to be able to go any quicker? We have double waved yellows down the Cooper Straight, and we've still got safety car signs up down at the end of the Cooper Straight here. So, and now we've got yellows again. Very confusing actually, Leon. If you pan over onto the left, safety car's back out again. I think there was a bit of miscommunication. If you can see the marshal box over there, where it's flashing SC, obviously safety car, we had a green flag, but then we have waved yellows next to it. So a little bit of miscommunication, but we're back up, and they're going to move Lillington's car so we can get qualifying back underway here. High drama in qualifying. We perhaps weren't expecting that.
Well, have you got a safety car again?
It's Lillington. Yes, so high drama as well. We are also broadcasting on Twitter today, so if you've got any tweeters in amongst, head over to at Ian Waterhouse 1 and you can watch all the action live on Twitter. We're also live on Twitch as well. If you're a Twitcher, Content Live Productions, go over, you can watch all the action right there. I'm surprised. I think they're just collecting the cars, and surely they're going to move Lillington's BCV8 down there. Whilst we're letting the cars catch up to the safety car, we still have the recovery truck. Well spotted, Leon. The recovery truck just coming out onto the track. They are going to remove Lillington's car, rightly so as well. If you're watching the BCV8s and liking what you've seen so far, as you should be, because wow, they make some noise, don't they? They really do. A little bit about the BCV8 Championship. It's the Premier Series for MGC Racing, offering classes for fully modified V8s to road-going cars. As we said, there are 4 classes in total: Class A, B, Class B, Class C, and Class D. We'll keep you up to date with all of the class action today as well. And the racing regulations were drafted back in the middle of 1976. Well before I was born, I'm pleased to say. And it was done in a pub, would you believe? The old ship at Mortlake, opposite the finish line of the annual boat race. And then the BCV8 Championship was born in 1977, and what a rich history it's had ever since. And right now, Ollie Neves is the outright champion. He won it in 2020. But he's not on pole position as it stands at the minute. We still have 10 minutes of this qualifying session left to go. The recovery truck down there is just going to pick up Lillington's car. So it is Fowler, the man on provisional pole. He's done a 56.006, currently the fastest man so far. McCarthy in second with a 56.215. Then we've got Ollie Neves, the 2020 champion, 57.415. Then Wheeler, 58.635. Pryor, 58.837. Young, a 59.220. Bryan, a 59.324. Greenwood, a 103.282. Then the other Wheeler car, we've got Johnny and James Wheeler in the field today, 103.517, and Toby, 103.523. That's your top 10. Then down to 21, we have Wells, Luff, Mackay, Wardle, Watt, McGangus, Samuels, Linfield, Tinkler, Cripps and Lillington have not posted a time. If you're wondering why, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the action, and you're wondering why we have safety car, you can probably see Lillington's car on the screen there. Simon Cripps coming down the hill around Druids and then into Graham Hill Bend, had his hand out the window, had a problem, moved over to the left to get out of everybody's way, and seemingly I think he got caught out because Lillington looked like he was going to go left and came back right. Cripps moved right, and unfortunately they did collide and have an incident. I think it's just one of those things, unfortunately. They're both trying to read each other's minds. Have you ever done the thing where you're walking along the street somewhere and someone's in front of you and you both try and go the same way and you end up doing a little dance and a little jiggle together? I think it was just a situation like that, very similar. I wouldn't necessarily say it was just, I think it was just one of those things, unfortunately. People just getting trying to read each other's minds and not quite coming in. Do stay with us as well. As soon as this qualifying session is over, we will be bringing you the Midget and Sprite Challenge qualifying session as well. 15 minutes for that, and then we will be bringing you both races on the Midget and Sprite as well. You won't miss any action. In fact, Leon, you can just pan down and see some of the Midget and Sprite cars coming in, getting themselves down into the assembly area ahead of this excuse me, ahead of qualifying session. I haven't shouted around like this for a while. Of course, we do broadcast live golf as well over a Live Sport now, and as you can imagine, it's not quite as fast-paced as motorsport. So please do like, comment and share. If you've got a question, we want to hear from you. If you want us to chat to one of the drivers, let us know. We will be bringing you our usual exclusive paddock walks after qualifying as well, so we will be chatting up close and personal with the drivers, of course, from a 2-metre distance, as you would expect. So the cars, they make a fine sight, don't they? These BCV8 Championship cars. We've actually only got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. We are running to a tight schedule as well, so hopefully we can get going soon. Otherwise, that will be it, and it will be Fowler who will be on pole position. Let's hope that we can get at least one more flying lap in for everybody. That's what we want to see. Fowler, McCarthy, Neves, Wheeler, Pryor, Young, Bryan, Greenwood, Wheeler and Tovey. That's your current top 10 running order. Remember, multiple classes here today as well. Class A, B, Russ McAngus, the champion in 2020. Class B, Mark Scott took the honours last year. Class C, Jim Bryan was your champion. And Class D, Ollie Neves took the honours and outright honours as well. I can see his car down there. He's got the number 1 emblazoned on the side, and rightly so as well. So the car's just coming down Paddock Hill Bend. We've actually seen Paddock Hill trapping a few cars this morning, as we know it always does, doesn't it? It takes no prisoners, Paddock Hill. If you get in there, goodbye. You might not be getting out for a while. And I have to say, the time it's taken to get rid of Lillington's car, it's not looking like we will get any more flying laps in, unless they're very generous and actually extend qualifying. So it's not what we were expecting from qualifying, was it, to spend most of it behind the safety car? But it does happen. It is motorsport. It is one of the perils, as we know, of motorsport. Simon Cripps was going very, very slowly indeed. There was a collision with Lillington down the Cooper Straight, which brought out the safety car, and pretty much that was within about 2 minutes or so of the green flag. We haven't had, I think everybody's only managed to put in one flying lap so far. Currently it's Fowler, the man in pole position, at 56.006. McCarthy in second at 56.215. Neves in third at 57.415. That is how it's running at the minute, and if anything, if we don't get green flag driving very, very soon, it will be Fowler, car number 86, the man who looks likely to start on pole position with a 56.006, the first man likely to take pole position in 2021 here at the BCV8 Championship. So I'm going to have a little look down. Is the checkered flag going to come out? Because we've actually only got 28 seconds left of qualifying. I'm just looking down at the marshal post, the start-finish line marshal post. He's holding out the yellow flag. I just wonder if they're actually going to give us at least one flying lap. I mean, it does look like it's still quite away from getting Lillington's car loaded. Leon, if you pan onto the tow truck down there, we've still got, it looks like, a fair bit of time to get Lillington's car loaded on. Big thank you, of course, though, to the Orange Army. As always, we would not be able to go racing if it wasn't for our fabled Orange Army. We can't thank you enough, doing a sterling job, as always. In fact, the best marshals in the world, the British Marshals. still have the yellow flag. The timer, according to me, has ticked down to 0. We're still waving the yellow flags. Are we going to get a little bit of extra qualifying? Are we going to extend qualifying? That would be something, wouldn't it, if we were going to? Let's just keep an eye on things as it happens. Welcome, by the way, if you're just tuning in, and welcome wherever you're watching from as well. If you have a question at any time, we do want to hear from you. Please do comment below. We do see them. We'll read them out where possible. The timer's ticked down to 0. However, we're still out on track, which would suggest to me we just might get a little bit of action going. We might be very generous and allow us at least one flying lap. That would be great. That would be very generous, I have to say. Big thank you to the MG Car Club, if that's what we can get going. You're just looking at Lillington's car now being loaded on. Came together with Simon Cripps down the Cooper straight. Rich Wardle's commented, great to see the BCV8 Championship back out. Can't wait for live spectating. We can't wait to have spectators back as well. Of course, this is a no spectator event. We do miss the grandstands having people in them. I have to say, it's quite an eerie feeling, actually, when you walk around, because there is nobody. Paul Bridgman. Paul, great to hear from you. Pleased to say we will be doing a charity event with Clive Empson Auctioneers a little bit later on in the year in support of Havens Hospices as well. We're looking forward to that. Rich Wardle, will they extend qualifying and get a qualifying time for start position on race 2? Normally need 2 fast laps, 1 for each race. A great question, Rich. I can tell you the timer has ticked down to 0, but we're still out. So yes, it looks very likely we're going to get at least 2 flying laps in for everybody. Lillington's car has now gone, so I believe, fingers crossed, this will be the last time the safety car will likely pull in at the end of this lap. Let's just watch it. Let's follow the safety car around, and if the lights go out, we will get at least 1 more flying lap in, and that's exactly what we want. In fact, the lights are still going. I got very excited. It just dipped down Graham Hill, and I couldn't see it. The buzz is gone. Surely now the track is clear. Surely now we can go and get back into some qualifying action. We'll follow the safety car down as it comes around. And the lights are off. Yes, we will have another flying lap. Oh no, they're still on. Lights are still on, sorry. Come on, safety car, come in. Come in. It's safe. And they are off. They are definitely off. The safety car lights are off. We're about to get a little bit of extended qualifying here for the BCV8s. We're going to get at least another lap in. It's going to be a 1-lap shootout in qualifying. It's going to be super exciting. Fowler at 56.006, McCarthy at 56.215, Neves at 57.415. Let's see. Here we go. The safety car pulls in and we're going back. I've never been so excited for qualifying before. This is absolutely thrilling. And it's green flag. Finally, we're back in action. And it's full pedal to the metal. Off we go, guys. Go, go. Fire up those V8s. Off we go. Down Paddock Hill Bend, up the hill, into Druids, the tight right-hander, and a hairpin. Off they go. Go. And it's all or nothing now. Go, go, go. How long are we going to have? How many laps are we going to be able to get in? I've been billing it as a 1-lap shootout. I'm not actually totally sure. Nobody's told me anything. But here we go. A car 57 is thundering along down there as well. That's Tovey, currently running in 10th place, leading the pack around. What can Tovey do? Currently in 10th. And no sign of the checkered flag yet. We're going to get a bit of extended time. This is fantastic stuff. It's going to be all change. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't go anywhere. We're finally getting some hard racing action in qualifying. It's almost like a race itself. It's go, go, go. You haven't got many second chances. Let's go, go, go. And the cars are coming over the start-finish line now. What sort of times are we looking at? And it's still Fowler. is the man. He's got a 54.604. McCarthy at 55.347. Neve stays in third, but he's done a 55.469. Pryor has jumped himself up to fourth for 57.497. We've got Brian's gone fourth now. Brian has jumped up the order. The Class C 2020 champion is now in fourth place with 57.281. What can we do? When is the checkered flag going to show? I can see the Midgets and Sprites are going to go straight out. I can see the checkered flag. The checkered flag is being waved. This is it for qualifying now. Who's it going to be? This is your last chance, guys. Go, go, go. And it's Neves. Neves looks like he's done it bang on the line. Ollie Neves at 53.232. What can anybody else do? Look at it. Look at him streaming over the start-finish line. It is Neves. Ollie Neves is on pole position for the race one that gets underway at 2:45. Ollie Neves, the man on pole at 53.232. Fowler in second at 54.604. McCarthy at 55.347 in third. Brian in fourth. Wheeler, car 161 in fifth. Pryor in sixth. Young in seventh. Then we've got the other car, the other Wheeler car. We've got Johnny and James Wheeler, car 199 in eighth. Tovey in ninth, Wardle in 10th, Wells in 11th, Linfield in 12th, Big Angus in 13th, Watt in 14th, Love in 15th, Samuels in 16th, Greenwood in 17th, Mackay in 18th, Tinkler in 19th, and of course Cripps and Lillington at 20 and 21st did not get timing. Unfortunately, I'd bring you up on screen. We can't do that, unfortunately, because the timing TSL's gone straight to the Midgets and Sprites, so we would normally bring that up on screen, but already it's gone straight off. High drama indeed. As you can see, that is qualifying for the BCV8 Championship done. Ollie Neves, the 2020 outright champion, once again is the man on the pole position. Fantastic stuff. We now have the Midget and Sprite Challenge cars. Leon, if you come down here, you'll get a cracking view of these Midgets and Sprites. We're going to stay live for this as well. We're going to bring you full qualifying now for the Midget and Sprite Challenge as well. Fantastic stuff. Well, what drama, huge drama. In fact, sometimes more dramatic than racing that, wasn't it, qualifying? Wow, we had safety car for long periods and it went straight down into a one race shootout. There is the Midget and Sprite Challenge. Wow. Lynn Neves has commented, Ollie, you're going to give your mum a heart attack. Well done, what drama. Ashton Lynn has put, they're racing the Rover 220 Tom turbos today. The MG Cup is tomorrow. Ashton, we will be live for that as well. Dan Willers, good morning in Leon. Dan, great to hear from you. And now we bring you the Midget and Sprite Challenge qualifying session live here from Brands Hatch. Oh, I hope my voice holds out for the weekend. Incredible stuff. Don't forget, tomorrow we're bringing you the MG Cup and the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. All the action live, qualifying the races, behind the scenes, paddock walks, exclusive content you just don't get to see anywhere else here at My Supercar. We bring you closer to the action than anybody else. Whew. And breathe. Wow. I haven't got that excited for a qualifying session for a long time. That was something quite special, wasn't it? Maybe we should do this going forward. Maybe we should only have 5-minute qualifying sessions. Really put the pressure on. What do we think? Remember, we can see the comments, so please do comment below as well. Like, share, comment. Let's get as many people watching this racing action as possible, because why wouldn't you? It's so exciting. It's so fun. It's a glorious day here at Brands Hatch. The sun is beating down. It is a day that is made for motorsport. The tarmac is glistening. The engines are roaring and the action is going to be intense. So it's almost time now for qualifying the Midget and Sprite Challenge. First time we've actually been doing the Midget and Sprites, and what a pleasure it is. The Lackford Engineering Midget and Sprite Challenge, the National Race Series for MG Midgets and Austin Healey Sprites, built between 1956 and 1979. Would you look at them down there? What a sight that is. Austin Healey Sprites, hey, wow. What incredible cars. I'm very, very much looking forward to this. as we're just watching them line up. I'm going to have to take a picture of that because that is a beautiful sight, an absolutely beautiful sight. As I said, please do like, comment and share wherever you're watching this from. We do look at the comments. We don't read it out on the day, we apologise, but we do look back and we do read out where possible as well. So please do drop us a comment, just want to say hello to us. You know, we love to hear, we love to know that you're watching, and tell us where you're watching from as well. Are you just at home? Are you at work? Are you out with friends? Are you going down the pub today, sitting in a pub garden for the day? Unfortunately, as we know, this is a no spectator event, and it does feel a little bit eerie with no people just milling around, enjoying the sunshine here. It's more like June than April. So the Midget and Sprite Challenge, just keep you updated, a number of classes as well. We'll bring you the full running order for both these championships a little bit later as well, and all class pole positions also. We have a number of classes for the Midget Sprite Challenge. Class A is for fully modified cars based on classic motorsport rules. Class B, modified engines and slick tyres. Class C, road cars with limited improvements running on road tyres. Class D, limited modifications as allowed by the Healy Club. And Class E, race modified engines and suspension but treaded tyres. So 5 classes, Class A, B, C, D and E, all to keep your eye on. Just making sure the track is fully cleared. Now remember as well, the first race doesn't get underway until 2:45, but don't worry about that. We will be bringing you more exclusive content. We're going to go for a little paddock walk around a little bit later, catch up with the drivers, see how they're feeling. Are they nervous? Do they still get nervous? Surely. What's it like when you're sat on the grid ready to go? Do you start tingling? And how quickly did the nerves disappear? Did it disappear straight as soon as the lights go green? And again, if there's somebody you want us to talk to today, please do comment. We'll try and speak to as many of the drivers and get a look at the cars as we possibly can. And we're going to risk trying to find Simon Cripps in Lillington as well to find out more about the incident. It's, if you're just tuning in, you've missed the BCV8 qualifying, but you can watch it back. Huge drama. In fact, we caught the incident live on camera as well. Simon Cripps had his hand out when he had a problem with the car, moved over to the left on the Cooper Straight, appeared to move back to the right. I think with Lillington coming up, but I think they were just trying to read each other's minds. I think it's just one of those incidents, really. I don't necessarily think anybody was at fault. It's just one of those things where they're both trying to read each other's minds, and unfortunately both decided on the same thing and end up having a collision, thus ending their qualifying early. Hopefully there was an impact, there was damage, but I hope it's not terminal damage and we can get both gentlemen out racing this afternoon. So the Midget and Sprite Challenge, almost time to get going. The Lackford Engineering, huge thank you to title sponsors Lackford Engineering for getting involved once again. And again, if you have a question at any time today, we do want to hear from you. As you can see, everybody down there just getting themselves ready to get firing, get out on track. And I'm pleased to say a few people come. Sean Holmes is watching in Kurdistan in Iraq, Leon, would you believe? Connor Rees-Holmes is also watching from Iraq. Adrian Lufton's watching from near Bilbao. Thanks for commenting, chaps. I hope you're enjoying it today, guys. And of course, stay safe. Some fine looking machines here, isn't there, for the Midget and Sprite Challenge. MG Midgets and Austin Healey Sprites built between 1956 and 1979. Absolutely beautiful. Ashton Lind is watching from the garage. I was doing a little bit of work on my Saxo. Hopefully get it in the junior saloons. They're racing today actually, aren't they, the JSTC? I think they're over at Silverstone. So surely it's almost time to get going now. I thought at one point this morning we were running ahead of schedule. Now it looks like we've fallen back behind schedule. So do stick with us. Don't go anywhere. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to bring you this qualifying session. 15 minutes around Brands Hatch Indy. 1.2 miles around. Anybody know the lap record around Brands Hatch Indy? Comment below if you do. I know what it is because I've written it down. Extra bonus point if you can tell me who did it as well. So the outright fastest lap around Brands Hatch Indy. If you don't know, Google's a great thing to do. Adrian Houghton is saying, can you tell them to get a move? I'll have to get driving to Santander in a bit. Oh, very nice. Yes, Adrian. Hurry up, everyone. We want to watch qualifying. Come on. Adrian's got to get in the car and go driving. You can always put the commentary on, Adrian. You can still listen to us. Let's have it on in the car. Listen to me shouting and screaming and getting overexcited. I'm not actually too sure what we are waiting for. Oh, it sounds like we're getting the marshals here talking. It's like we are number 7. Are they going to scrutineering? Looks like they've been told to go into scrutineering. So number 19 been randomly checked, it looks like, in the scrutineering bay. Surely. There we go, the hooter goes. We have the green flag. So there we go, Adrian, now underway for qualifying for the Midget and Sprite Challenge. Do stick with us. We're going to bring you all the action live. 15-minute qualifying session. Who is it who's going to be on pole position? Car number 52. Just waiting for car number 19 to go. It's 52, okay. Fire it up. Off we go. So it's now time for the Midget and Sprite Challenge. And I can tell you, car number 50, Oshin, it's his first ever race here today. We'll grab a word of him a little bit later if we can. It's time for the MGCC Lackford Engineering MG Midget and Sprite Challenge. They're taking to the track. Who's going to end on pole position? Remember, we will bring you both races live this afternoon as well. The first race, excuse me, gets underway at just after 3 o'clock. Of course, time subject to change as the day progresses, of course. At the minute, we're scheduled for a 3:15 race 1 and then a 6:05 race 2, and we will bring you all of the action as well as it happens. So qualifying is now underway. It's great to see these Midget Sprite Challenge cars take it to the track for the first time in 2021. Brands Hatch Indy, 1.2 miles, and it's go, go, go for qualifying. So a few very, very early times coming there. Can't really read too much into it, but car number 7, Cow, is the man currently on provisional pole. Weston in 2nd, Wildman in 3rd, Bergen 4th, Chalk 5th, Fetty place 6th, Caldwell 7th, Simpson 8th, Walker 9th, Rose 10th, Morris 11th, Stanton 12th, Collison 13th, Witherspoon 14. Of course, can't really read too much into this right now. Just getting a few early lap times in as well. Off they go. And hopefully we'll get a full clean session this time. No safety car, because safety car was brought out for the BCV8 Championship, but we did get some exceptional qualifying in the end. Ollie needs the man on pole position for the BCV8 Championship. Now we're with the Lackford Engineering Midget and Sprite Challenge here at Brands Hatch through the MG Car Club. It's now Chalk who's gone fastest at 56.290. Is that sort of going to set the pace? So 56.290 by Chalk, car number 20 on provisional pole. Morris at 57.530 in second. Cow down to third at 102.095. Bergen up to fourth, 102.923. Caldwell up to fifth at 103.243. Weston in sixth at 103.9. It's all changed. As soon as I talk, it just changes. It's magnificent stuff. Although Chalk is still on provisional pole with 56.290. Nice bit of action. You can see at the top of Druids coming around the tight right hairpin on the right, and then you come down into downhill into Graham Hill Bend. I actually think the hardest corner on the circuit. I've driven it a few times, and you're carrying a lot of speed as you come down the hill into the corner. It can catch many a driver out, and it's very, very easy to run wide there. Although not these drivers. Look at them. They're pros. Look at them, the way that they're taking it. I don't want to give commentators curse to anybody, of course. So remember, 5 classes in total for the Lackford Engineering MG Midget and Sprite Challenge. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D. We'll keep you abreast of all of the action today as it happens. And I can tell you, still Chalk on provisional pole. He's got even quicker at 55.578. Morris in second at 56.863. Walker is third at 57.767. Cowles back up to fourth at 57.870. Collison in fifth. Weston in sixth. Then you got Stanton in seventh. Wildman in eighth. Bergen in ninth. Caldwell 10th. And then you got Lackford, Collinson, Chadwick, Witherspoon, Easton, Deer, Fetty Place, Atkinson, Sheehan, Simpson and Rose. 21 runners for the Lackford Engineering MG Midget and Sprite Challenge here at Brands Hatch. Magnificent stuff. Car number 20, Chalk, on provisional pole with 10 minutes left of qualifying left to go. Still plenty of drama left to happen. Fine look over Brands Hatch, over the garages here. We're high up on the roof of the media centre to bring you as much of the action as we possibly can. It's entertaining, it's exciting, it's so good to be back. Of course, I might even catch a little bit of a suntan today as well. I'll tell you, Walker's now moved up to second. Car number 25, Walker 56.121. It's still Chalk, class of the field at a minute at 55.278. We've got under 9 minutes left of qualifying still to go. Still over halfway, still long way to go. It's quite breezy up here on the media suite, but on track it's very, very calm, except for these monstrous Midget and Sprites pounding around. It's 1.2 mile Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Remember, we're going to bring you all of the action. 2 races this afternoon. You won't miss any of it. We're also going to bring you live and exclusive paddock walks, behind the scene coverage that you just do not get to see anywhere else. Nobody brings you the type of coverage that we do. We bring you closer to the action than ever before. So as always, please like, comment and share. We can see the comments as well. Big thank you to everybody for tuning in so far. It is qualifying this morning. We brought you the BCV8 Championship. Now we're bringing you the Lackford Engineering MG Midget and Sprite Challenge here live at Brands Hatch. And it's still Chalk, the man on provisional pole. Exciting stuff indeed. So Chalk, it's got even quicker at 54.285. Morris is now up to second place at 55.259. Walker in third, Wildman in fourth, Cow in fifth, Weston in sixth, but in the pits. Stanton's moved up to seventh, Bergen in eighth, Collinson in ninth, Lackford in 10th, Chadwick, Caldwell, 30th place, Collinson in 14th, but in the pits. Deere, Witherspoon, Atkinson, Easton, Simpson, Sheehan and Rose. They are your 21 runners at the minute here at Brands Hatch. We're halfway through now. I think we're just over halfway. Just under 7 minutes left to go of qualifying here. It's been a clean qualifying session so far. What do we expect from the racing action later? So far, Chalk at 54.264, nearly 0.8 of a second faster than Wildman's in second. It's done at 55.004. Is it going to be Chalk who's going to nail down that pole position time? So we're just up high watching the action. What a glorious, glorious day it is to go racing. It is absolutely beautiful here at Brands Hatch. Is there anything better to do on a Saturday morning? I don't think so. So Chalk on provisional pole position in a minute as well, and looking good for it too. It's the blue and white car thumping around at the minute. And going through everybody as well. The cars behind get away the blue flag saying you've got to move out of the way. Chalk on provisional pole. There you go, a bit of action on the Cooper straight there. Car number 6, that's Morris, currently running in third place, just going around, getting past on the Cooper straight. 5 minutes of qualifying left to go, that's it. It goes so quick, doesn't it? And of course, don't forget, we'll bring you all the racing action as well. The race 1 gets underway at 3:15 this afternoon. We will be live for that, but before then, we're going to go down into the paddock and catch up with a number of the drivers. Get a closer look at the car, see how they're all feeling, how good it feels to be back racing as well. We're going to get into that outer paddock. Go for a little walk, go for one of our famous walks. No script, just a microphone, a camera, and plenty of shenanigans out there as well. So, and I can tell you, it's all changed. Wildman has now taken provisional pole, car number 99 at 54.237. There's nothing in it between Chalk and Wildman. So Wildman on provisional pole at 54.237. Chalk in second at 54.264. Then it's Morris in third at 55.259. Literally nothing to choose between Wildman and Chalk. There goes Chalk. There, car number 20, the blue car just coming on by. Car number 99 is Wildman, now on provisional pole. Wow, big stuff indeed. Made a late surge, 3.5 minutes of qualifying left to go. That is it. Wildman in car number 99, the sort of burgundy colour car with the white stripe on the left side. Well, left side, you look down at it from this side, so the right side as it's driving towards us. So please do like, comment and share. If you have a question anytime, we are around here all day today. And we're back live tomorrow as well for the MG Cup and the MG Metro Cup as well. We're going to bring you as much of the action of the MG Car Club here live at Brands Hatch as possible. It's exciting stuff, isn't it? It really, really is. It's been a magnificent morning. High drama in the BCV8 Championship qualifying. Excitement here in the Midget and Sprite qualifying. It's still Wildman from Chalk, but let me tell you, there's literally next to nothing to choose between them. In fact, there's barely anything. Wildman at 54.237, Chalk at 54.264. That is how close it is between Wildman and Chalk. Are those two in for a titanic tussle this season? It's looking that way, isn't it? 2 minutes left to go before the checkered flag falls for this qualifying session. Can anybody make a late charge? It's Wildman, Chalk, Morris, Walker, Cow, Weston, Bergin, Collison, Stanton, Lackford, Fetty Place, Witherspoon, Atkinson, Deere, Chadwick, Caldwell, Easton, Collinson, Simpson, Shahian and Rose. Your 21 Midget and Sprite runners here. And it's been some superb driving, hasn't it? Wildman in car number 99 there, getting bogged down in a little bit of traffic there. I'm not so sure this is going to be his main flying lap. We've got 1.5 minutes of qualifying left to go. Can Chalk pull something out the bag? Can Wildman hold on? Can Morris suddenly find another second and stick it on pole position? We're going to find out in a minute's time, aren't we? Exciting stuff. Remember, it's the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit here. 1.2 miles, that's it. The bowl at Brands. So Wildman is still holding it. The gap is 0.027 of a second to Chalk. It's almost going to be any closer, could it? You can barely fit a sheet of A4 paper between the gap between the two of them. Incredible stuff. Could it be any closer? This is going to make for a thrilling race later this afternoon. 3:15, race one gets underway. Exciting stuff indeed. Wildman, Chalk, Morris, Walker, Cow, Weston, Bergin, Collinson, Stanton, Lackford, Fetty Place. Atkinson's moved up to 12th. Witherspoon dropped down to 13th. Deere, Chadwick, Caldwell, Easton, Collinson, Simpson, Sheehan and Rose. We've got two Collinsons in, of course. Car number 1 and car number 60. Car number 60 in 18th place, currently in the pits as well. That is qualifying done. The checkered flag is coming out as I speak as well, and it's being waved. So the checkered flag has fallen for qualifying. What can Chalk do? Can Chalk do anything in the last gas? I'm just trying to see where his car is. He's just coming round onto the start finish straight now. Is Chalk, the blue car, car number 20. Can he do anything? Is Wildman on pole position? And it is Wildman who is on pole, 54.237. Car number 99, Wildman has done enough. He's put it on pole by the tiniest of margins from Chalk. 0.027 of a second is the gap. That is it, unless Wildman can go a little bit quicker on his final lap. No, he hasn't done. So Wildman on pole position, Chalk in second, Morris in third, Cow in fourth, Walker in fifth, Weston in sixth, Bergin in seventh, Collinson in eighth, Stanton in ninth, Lackford in 10th. Let's bring the screen on to, let's bring the TSL timing screen so you can see how qualifying has finished. There you go, Lane. If you could bring the TSL screen on, that's fantastic. We've got Wildman, Chalk, Morris, Cow, Walker, Weston, Bergin, Collinson, Stanton, Lackford, Fetty Place, Witherspoon, Atkinson, Chadwick, Deere, Caldwell, Easton, then the second Collison car, number 60, in 18th, Simpson in 19th, Shahian, I hope I'm saying that right, by the way, in 20th, and Rose in 21st. That's great, fantastic stuff. So congratulations to Wildman on pole position by 0.027. That's great, Elaine, you can take that down now. Magnificent stuff there. Wow, two super exciting qualifying sessions here for the BCV8 Championship and the Lackford Engineering MG Midget and Sprite Challenge. The cars just coming back into the pit lane. They're going to go straight actually down to the paddock. Remember, we do have online scrutineering as well, just to help speed up the process and obviously avoid as much contact with people as possible. So the cars come straight off the track, they go straight underneath the tunnel back into the outer paddock where both the BCV8s and MG Midget and Sprite cars are finding themselves as well. Right, there we go. What an entertaining qualifying session. Oh, my voice, I need to go get it back. Got a bit of time. Race one gets underway at 2:45 for the BCV8 Championship. And then straight after, we've got the Midget and Sprite Challenge. We'll be bringing you both of those. Before then, though, we are going to bring you exclusive behind the scenes, a paddock walk. We're going to meet the drivers, we're going to have a little closer look at the cars. We can see we can find Simon Cripps and find out what happened in that qualifying for the BCV8s as well. High drama indeed. Make sure you do stick with us. Tune in throughout the day as well. We're the only broadcaster who gets you really right into the mix. I've been Ian Waterhouse and we'll see you in just over an hour's time for a live exclusive paddock walk here at Brands Hatch.